Good hands there, Clarence through Darcy Gardner. Ball on the up, Stingle. Been hard and tough on that halfback flank with speed. Bennett's been good back there as well. Leary gets caught, didn't kick it. Umpire says you can have a free kick. Wade Wall gives it to Norton. You can hear the rain. It goes to the top. Is it a goal? No, it's not. It's gone far side. Back to Norton beyond 50 with that wind.
I'm just turning that effects mic down.
Oh, Foz, turn it up. Let us hear the rain. Turnover. Clarence over the top. Here could be a goal. It's a goal. Good goal, Clarence, to Kieran Howlett. And Clarence get that first one that Fozzie asked for. They get the first of the last. They got a long way back. They're 3-5-23. North Launceston 9-10-64. And
you're right, Tony, with Cox Goodger saying he's on one leg. Just watching him just hobble back to the goal square now. And I think Foz mentioned a moment ago it's a good opportunity to sit back and coach from out there in the goal square. I reckon if I was 10 goals in front and coaching and it's -3 degrees and there's going to be 20 mil on the ground today in rain, I don't think I'd be standing out there watching it, guys.
No, and it also gives other people a go in the middle, doesn't it? Like Avan hasn't played a real lot of midfield time. The big fella Angus Stein gets the hit out. Here's Gardner. Looks for Jackson. Here he goes, the wheel and go, Joshy Green. He gets a look at him, does the Joshy Green, he misses it. Well, he was fast, he was quick. And I would have liked to have seen him up forward early when they had all those inside 50s. He might have kicked one or two.
He's looked dangerous the 2 or 3 times he's got it there, hasn't he?
He started on a wing and just didn't look like it, did he? But he's dangerous there. And North Launceston are going to get the kick in from Van Buren.
He goes wide out of bounds in the full. I just got a text from Tony. He did say at 3/4 time that Declan Chugg had concussion. He meant Mark Walsh.
Yeah, Mark Walsh.
So just to, for those people out there listening.
Yep.
So Mark Walsh concussion, Declan Chugg copped a knock in a contest. He's out for the day, and also Alex Lee with some sort of leg injury as well. Inside 50, Josh Green drops the mark. It's out of bounds. So as Maxie said, if they can just pile on some goals in this quarter, they do have a very strong breeze. It's been blowing from the north all day.
Van Buren's been lucky the last 2 contests, including that one there. He's just been holding the jumper.
Yep.
I'm not quite sure how the umpire couldn't see it. We can see it from here.
Garland might get a free kick here, does he? Play on. Josh Green, right foot, goal. Another one of the Roos. They've got a couple of early goals in this last quarter, and that's his second today for Josh Green.
And every time Mac has mentioned it a couple of times how he would have liked to have seen him start and play a bit more forward after starting on the wing when they had all those inside 50s early. Every time the ball's got near him deep forward, he's either made a nuisance of himself in applying pressure, or he's having a shot for goal. So he's probably kicked 2 goals 3, maybe? 2
Yeah, I
goals
was about to
2?
say, I reckon he's kicked 2 goals 3.
Yeah.
Okay, back in the centre. And Clarence will be ruling that they weren't a little bit closer at 3/4 time, because with only just the one rotation and Cox Goodger injured, they look like they're going to come home here pretty well. They've got another possession here. Paprotny, no, he can't pick it up. Shoveled out by Donnelly. Now hand pass to Foon. They're inside 50 now. North Launceston here towards Cox Goodger. Makes a contest of it. Falls to Bennett. He can't pick it up. Stacks on. Players not emerging. Ball up 30 metres out from goal. 9-10-64 to 4-6-30. Just quickly looking at the Twin Ovals. It's 9 points of difference. 9 minutes in the last quarter. The Blues lead. Ball up. Angustine sort of taps it dangerously towards North Launceston's goal, but they'll work it all out all right here, Clarence. Although the kick only goes as far as Stingle. He can't take the mark. Back to Norton battling in there. Trying to go through was Alistair Bourne. Leary might have been caught without it. Whitney. Handball to Pearce. Nathan Pearce kick smothered well there in defence by the Clarence player there, who may have been Keegan Wiley. It was. He gets some plaudits from his teammates. Close game in the AFL, Maxie.
Very close up in Sydney. Sydney lead by a goal, 11.5 minutes into the last quarter against the Saints.
Okay, so that could go either way. We're now in North Launceston's attacking 50. Boundary throw-in falls a bit short. Sheets of rain sweeping across the arena. Another ball up. So North have done well there just to arrest that little bit of early momentum the Roos had. And it'll be a ball up deep into attack for North Launceston.
So they lead by 34 points. The rain continues. Angus Stein, left hand palm down. Been all right at the clearances of Clarence in this quarter. Here's Wade Wall off the ground. Jackson buries his head in, puts his nose in the trough, as they say, and the ball goes out of bounds in front of Colin Garland. Liam Jones on debut, having a shot for goal down at Kingston, Foz.
Yep.
Launceston lead by 10. So for our Launceston listeners who might know Liam Jones, has a look and kicks it from directly in front. Well done, Liam Jones on debut. Another one coming through the St Patrick's College Football Academy, Maxie Walker.
I thought it was the Mitch Hills Football Academy.
Well, St Patrick's College. Patrick's College, that's right. And Mitch Hills, of course.
I don't think he's listening. Is he playing today?
Well, he's playing today. He'd been joining up the Kettle Day. He loves those wet weather days. Mitchell Hills. The rain would be dripping off that big snout of his. Anyway, here the ball comes and goes. Bennett in there. Rushton. Going to be a ball up umpire circles. Says give it to me. So it's 34 points North Launceston. 6 minutes gone last quarter. They skipped away North Launceston. They kicked 4 in the first quarter. And it took a while for Clarence to score. Didn't kick a goal in the first. Here's the ball on Clarence's side. Borsboom's got it in front of him. Here's Green. Terrific pick up to Jackson, but off the side of the boot to Bennett. And Foz mentioned today earlier he was excellent. It's been a great acquisition into this team after coming back from injury. Fletcher Bennett gives to Sanders, who goes way back inside defensive 50. The first gamer in lay. He looks to switch and he turns it over. Is it Howlett again, Foz? Tell me who it is.
I think it might be Kieran Howlett.
Kieran Howlett. He kicked one in the start of this quarter. Kieran Howlett. They're all very similar, these Clarence boys in the long sleeves. He hasn't turned around, so it's very hard for us to see his number. For Clarence's 5th. Top of the square. Over the top, Garland can't get it.
Was Kieran Howlett?
Yeah.
Instincts are right there, Macca.
Yeah, those little blue boots he's got on him.
4-7-31 Clarence. North Launceston 9-10-64. 33 points the margin. 7.5 minutes. On a dry day, you might have given them a bit of a sniff, but 5 and a bit goals is a big task here in this last quarter. Out of the defence there by Van Buren. It's on the far side. It's been almost all day, much to our chagrin in our commentary position.
Yeah, it's no good, is it?
And they're going to play advantage note, but it is a Clarence free kick. Back to Oscar Paprotny. A lot of players forward of the ball here in attacking 50. Not a great kick. Might have got a fingertip to it, did Garland? No, it's out of bounds on the full. So relieving free kick. It's one of the patrons has to emerge there from the grandstand to collect the ball for Braden Van Buren. Now trots around to get the reserve ball from somewhere. Next week, Sea Park Radio, Windsor Park. Launceston versus North Hobart.
It's one to look forward to, Max.
Unfortunately, I won't be there.
Max not there.
Wife's birthday.
Michelle's put the foot down. She has a birthday most weeks in the games at Windsor Park.
You noticed that?
Have you noticed that too, Fox?
Yes.
I'm sure we celebrated one earlier in the year.
Nice mark by Brandon Leary on the far side. Defensive side of the wing. He steams off now. No one on the mark.
When she's married to me, every day's a birthday.
That's it. That's the line of the year. As Weberly takes the ball. Knocked out of play there by Donnelly. Oh, no, it stays in. Now it's out of play.
And every day's Christmas for you. Eh? Unbelievable. I'll tell you what, it's a beautiful day here at U10 Stadium. North Launceston 9-10-64. Clarence 4-7-31. The ball is stuck on the outer wing. Hence why we're talking a bit of you-know-what, because we can't see the footy.
Full-time Macca at KG5. Glenorchy 10-6-66. Lauderdale 6-11-47.
Work to Paul Kennedy and the Pies down there. Interesting, boys. One thing we haven't spoken about today is Cam Joyce. The Devils coach this week got scooped up by the Gold Coast Suns AFLW team, so he'll be leaving within the month.
Well, PK said Jeremy Weberly would be a good replacement.
Weberly, yeah, I think he might have put in for the job initially, so I know it's something he's interested in. And from what I've seen at Clarence, he does a good job. So let's see what happens in that role. Norton out of the pack. Up and under kick. It's getting terribly dark. They need to put some more lumen in those lights or turn a couple more on, groups. If you can get hold of that, please. Because I'll tell you what, it's getting dark even with the lights on. Forward 50. Not quite an entry there for Clarence. Off the deck. Here they go, Preshaw. He had an area of a handball. Couldn't get it out. But Van Buren turns it over. They go inside 50 again. Up and over the top. Backs to Norton. Takes the mark, the top of the goal square. He'll be virtually in front, and this will give them their 5th goal. The umpire's going to put him on a good angle. He just was outside the square when he took the mark. He's a left footer, so look for him to do a little bit of a trick here. He's about 5 metres in from the boundary line. Thought that was a bit more in front than that one, Max, but anyway. So Baxter Norton, left footer towards the city end. Scoreboard gleams brightly. Norton, and kicks it. So Baxter Norton, they're up and about other Clarence Roos. That's their, what's that, their 3rd goal for the quarter. They're 5-7-37. Now trailing North Launceston 9-10-64. 11 minutes gone here on City Park Radio. Max Walker.
Yeah, it just would have been nice for Clarence from a confidence perspective. If they were just those 2 or 3 goals closer to North Launceston at 3/4 time with the injuries that they had. Could have gave them a bit of momentum, especially that they've kicked those first 2 or 3 goals, or only 2 or 3 goals for the quarter.
What are the inside 50s for Dave Gruber?
We've got 6-1 in this quarter, so there hasn't been a whole lot.
They're taking the game on, as you do when you're down by 7 goals or whatever at 3/4 time, but you take the game on, and they're starting to use the ball better, they're hitting the hot spot, and all of a sudden things start to happen. Angustine back in the ruck has helped, but this time it's Donnelly. That's a little torpedo punt to full forward. Can't find Potter. Oh, Bailey taking the tackle. Should have been holding the footy. Some umpire Walker said. Here's Leary, back pocket. Taken in a tackle in front of the scoreboard, in front of the hill. And it's going to be a ball up.
It's a good play today, Baxter Norton. Of course, he had some time, I think, at Werribee or one of the VFL teams.
Yeah, look, he was a really good player. Dev was a really neat user of the footy. And obviously played at North Hobart. There was a lot spoken about his move over the river. A little bit of animosity, but he went over there. He's a terrific recruit because he's a good mover. Ball comes out now from the stoppage beyond the 50 for North Launceston. Leary there, up and under, kick, comes through. Oh, don't argue on Bailey. What's he going to do? Umpire says you're gone. Holding the footy. And it's going to be a free kick to whoever comes up last out of the pack. Could be Avent, could be Bennett.
Tommy Bennett.
I saw the 5. It was either 15 or 5. And it's Tommy Bennett. Good forward line pressure and good forward line tackle there from Tom Bennett, who hasn't kicked a goal today. 15 for the season.
Quiet day today for Tom, so he'd be making the most of this one, I think.
I thought his first quarter was okay. I thought he got up and about. There was a couple of score involvements and got on his bike a couple of times leading up the ground. So Tommy Bennett, he kicked it 1 behind there early on. So for his first goal for the day, Bennett, he plays on, takes advantage of the stand rule, and he says, thank you very much. That's a good goal, Tom Bennett. 13 minutes gone in the last quarter, and it's now North Launceston 10-10-70. They kick away again. Clarence 5-7-37. Tom Bennett, his first for the day.
I've got a little humorous anecdote here, boys. So the boys on the wing, I presume it's the ones we can see over there, rang Ron at the station to say that South Launceston have just kicked 2 goals and now lead by 19 points. So thanks to the boys over there in the wing. If you're listening, thanks for that information and thanks for ringing the station and getting that through. So there you go.
Fantastic. And I'll have another update in about 10 or so
Can we
minutes.
get a body temperature on Wayne Mitchell from the canteen at the Bulldogs, please?
Yes. Longford are kicking with the breeze at Youngtown in the last quarter too.
Okay, Angustine went up unopposed. Donnelly stayed down. Foon off the deck. Out in front here of the North Launceston speedster in Blade Sulzberger. On debut. Looks like he'll be standing in the circle celebrating the victory along with the first game in Darcy Lay. Jackie Rushton, left foot special, Jackie Rushton, no! Baxter Norton takes the mark just like a goalkeeper on the line, and he's going to come out here near side.
Norton clears it out here towards Tyler Penwright. He's up against a couple, so probably the best result was to go out of bounds, and it does. So boundary throw in about 60 metres round from the North Launceston goal. The result was never in doubt, but that goal has really just steadied them in this last quarter. 3-1, 10-10-70, plays 5-7-37. And just a bit of the experience of Launceston now starting to show through at Twin Ovals. They lead by 27 points, 73-46. Glenorchy defeated Lauderdale earlier. Right on attacking 50. Players tackled to the ground. Now, I mentioned from Tony on the boundary, you'd be disappointed, Macca, that Brendan Hay is done for the day.
Wow.
So, injury there. Won't be back on the ground.
Okay, as long as he just gets in the shower early and puts the shampoo through that beautiful locks, he'll be right next week. Leary, smothered. All comes out here, Clarence. They combine by hands. They take the game on and they take it fast. There through the hands of Harper. Centre wing. Here's Stingle. Been terrific across half-back. Van Buren, the same there. Building a really good back six there, and here's one that's joined them today. Fletcher Bennett. He goes through by hand. He gives it to Pearce. Centre of the ground. Comes over the top here now and finds Donnelly. He's nearly out on his legs, Donnelly. He's done a terrific job in the ruck after Alex Lee got injured early, and Donnelly just steps around Jackson too easily, really. Hits up A-Vent, should have taken it. Goes back here now, good kick. There, North Launceston through Ali Bourne, one of the youngsters. Hits Griffiths, and he hits up Leary in the forward line. Well, he averages the 2 goals a game. This is his second. He's going to have a kick for goal on about 35 to 40 metres out. Not much of an angle towards Invermaid Park end.
And look at the wind moving the left-hand goalpost.
Where would you aim it, Max?
I'd be aiming at the left-hand goalpost.
There you go. Maybe even a little bit beyond. Got to strike it well. Fozzie?
Brad Coxgood came on limping.
Yeah, look. Jeez, he's limping. Oh,
He's got one leg.
He's cramping. Oh, jeepers. He started it outside the right point post. It was shanked off the side of the boot. And to make matters worse, a comedy of errors, Wade Wall dropped a chest mark and it goes out of bounds right forward pocket. Don't put that one on the highlights reel, Benny Donaldson.
The Blues big last quarter and their lead by 33 points, 79 to 46.
They've got gears, don't they, Launceston? They can put the foot down. And all going well. It'll be a terrific contest back here in a month or so. North Launceston and Windsor Park, is it? Yeah, Windsor Park, North Launceston and Launceston. Be a good contest. You'd imagine all these sides will probably meet at some stage throughout the finals. North Launceston, Clarence, Launceston, North or Clarence. So it's going to be terrific there. Final series. A-Vent, left foot snap, turnover. Getting the ball on the up was Leary after he missed that goal. Good work. Turnover, Stingle.
Again.
Stingle is about 60 metres out, railway wing in front of the scoreboard. For those of you that know Utah Stadium. Stingle up and under, looks for Bennett, forward pocket. Oh, it's a snap goal, it's off hands over the crossbar and it's through for a behind off the hands. 10-11-71 North Launceston, Clarence 5-7-37. He's the 208 game superstar Dave Moore, 17.5 minutes gone, City Park Radio.
I'm going to miss you saying that, Macca, as it's coming out from
I'll
fullback.
pass it on to Barch, don't worry, it's on the
certainly
script.
Will. Out here towards Rushton, he can't pick it up in a fight there with Green. Little kick forward there by the Roos. Not to advantage though. Bennett takes it. He takes on the tackle from Gardner. Now he could be in trouble. No, umpire has a little bit of mercy there. We've got an AFL score there, Maxie, when you get a chance.
Oh, come on, Max.
Pretty close there between St Kilda and Sydney.
Yeah, no, still pretty close.
Sydney by 4.
Back to 4 points
2
now.
minutes gone. 2 minutes to go.
Right.
2 minutes to go.
That's a real cliffhanger there.
Echo.
Echo.
That's probably the Saints season right there. If they lose this one, they definitely lose touch with the final 8.
Maxie was scrolling on his phone looking for a birthday present for Michelle.
Sure he
was on online
Sure
shopping.
Anyway, from the contest, here comes Jackie A-Vent. Up here towards half forward. Griffiths meets it. Slippery ball goes through his fingers. Bennett, little handball, tries to find Pearce. Jay Foon there ready to come on the ground. He's the only rotation now. They've only got the one left. And Jackie A-Vent comes off exhausted. Those on-ballers today have been huge. Cox Goodger now just sitting forward. Some sort of leg injury. Not sure the nature of it. Probably not a hamstring or some such injury. Otherwise he'd
just general
be
soreness,
iced
I
up.
think. Yeah, just
Iced
a
up
knock
for the
on
day.
Corky, I reckon.
Ball falls a bit short. Angustine wins a tap of sorts. Gets it to Gardner, to Jackson. Back now to Harper. Sideways handball to Jackson. Jackson inside 50. Josh Green does pretty well. Oh, that's great work there from Penwright. Josh Green again, almost a miracle goal. Didn't quite get purchase on it. It's rushed through for a behind. 5-8-38 Clarence. North Launceston 10-11-71. Thanks to our sponsor today, Elgas. Brought to you by Elgas. For all your LPG needs statewide, talk to the locals with knowledge. Phone 13 11 61. Van Buren kicks out of defence. Up here towards Wall. Wall can't take the mark. Off a step, Pearce, torpedo. Easy mark dropped there by Griffiths. Good recovery there by Jack Preshaw. Here it is now with Howlett. Tries to step round Griffiths, he does. Handball's not great. Off the ground, Whitney kicks it straight in the face of an opponent. Foon with a don't argue. Oh, gee, how did he do that, Jay Foon? But out of bounds on the fall before Whitney could take the mark. Kieran Howlett.
That
with
was
the
poor
ball.
old Jack Preshaw that caught one before. It's
Yep.
not the one you want to cop late in the last quarter, is it?
Not with that cold, heavy ball.
No.
Switch to Webberley. Handball now to Baxter Norton. Fakes the handball, then kicks deep inside 50. Jake Steele at the back in the van. I might even go all the way. No, just offline, one behind.
Mentioned it pre-game, boys. Ollie Davis has gone out of this side. Now, he's been, great on-baller even at 19 years of age. Gone out of that side to the Sandford, and they've just really missed him. They need that one extra on-baller, don't they, I think, to get enough of the footy. Like he was averaging 30 touches a game, tackles, inside ball.
Just provides the depth.
Yeah, they've just really missed him those last few weeks since he's gone to the Sandford. So, just need someone to step up into that role to the Clarence Roos. Goes down the line here now. Does Nankervis. Been serviceable again, as we know he is. Inside 50 for Clarence. Josh Green sets himself on lay. Doesn't go for the footy now. He tries to get the one on the ground. Front and centre lay. Fumbles. Goes out on the outside of the left. Jackie Rushton's got some space. Hasn't been totally his day-to-day, Jackie, but he's worked into the game as Dave Moore's favourite. Gives the hands under pressure. Up again does Rushton. There's 2 touches for Dave Gruber. And he finds Nathan Pearce in the middle of the ground. So Pearce right on halfback flank. The old traditional halfback flank position. If you name them on a Thursday night, that's where you'd put him. Pearce, railway wing, saunters off, goes wide, goes long, big pack of players, 10 or 12 in fact. It's Sulzberger. He comes up with the ball now on the half-forward line. Here's Cox-Goodger. Oh, look at the hands. He might be sore, but the hands were elite. And he goes up to Bennett, who kicks it out of bounds, and the umpire says, throw it in right near the scoreboard.
I'll take it, Mac. I've got the binoculars.
Thanks, Dave.
It's scoreboard shining brightly. Rain seems to have eased just for the moment. So the radar tells us it's going to come back with a vengeance very soon.
Of course, the D-League have to play next, starting at 5 o'clock, the resumption of the D-League comp. So those boys are going to get a bit chilly.
Riley Sanders weaves through traffic, kicks inside 50. Oh, straight there to Harper, who dropped an easy mark. I suppose no mark's easy in these conditions, but fell straight out of his fingers, out of bounds.
They all look easy from here, Foz.
They do. Yeah. They do indeed.
We haven't dropped one all day.
No, absolutely. Light's really taking effect.
Score from Uni Mowbray and OLs. Uni Mowbray trail 14-95. John Morgan back in form with 2 goals, Foz.
Good stuff for the John Morgan. We'll get a free kick back in play. It's going to go to North Launceston. And it's in the hands of Tom Bennett, who's about 40 out, 45-degree angle.
Score from Youngtown if you can, please, Max.
Working on it.
He's kicked a 1 today in this last quarter. So he's taking his time, doing the socks up. 23 minutes gone in this last quarter. North Launceston are going to get a stranglehold here on second place. Blues by 26 at the Twin Ovals. And it's across the face, 1 behind. So North Launceston go to 10-12-72. Leading Clarence 5-9-39.
I'll be interested to see what Webberley says about this game. Like, they weren't really ever in it. Was there some things they could have done better, or they're just not quite up to it at this stage? I don't know. Ball comes out from Webberley to Green. Green got it on the lead and kicks it just inside the line, about 30 metres he covered there. So the ball's gone from one end to the other. It's about 70 metres from Clarence's goal. They're going towards the city end of the ground. The clock's about to tick over 24 minutes, and it's Clarence 5-9-39, trailing North Launceston 10-12-72 on what you would call a pretty good winter's day here. And by good, I mean it's done what it's meant to do in winter probably. Rain, sideways, cold, lights on. From the start of the game, the lights on. As Riley Sanders had to jump the fence and collect the ball. That's why we've got no play.
He's been good today, Riley Sanders.
He's good, very good first half. A little bit quieter in the second, but yeah, very, very good early. Good below his knees. A couple of times, a really good mover. Jackson spins out of the tackle. Taken by Sanders. Second time. Umpire let him get away with it. Ball comes out here now through Keegan Howlett. He's had a good second half, especially last quarter. Howlett, a couple of shots at goal. Josh Green busy forward pocket. Ball goes out of bounds. Max.
Update on the score from Youngtown Oval. We've got 5-6. South Launceston to 3-6. So a two goal game. 5 minutes into the last. And it's not the coldest day in history now. Mitch says it's snowing.
Snowing up at Youngtown. It is on the hill. Ball comes out here. Stingle. Knocked up, getting it off. Half back is Stingle. Scrubby kick forward. Donnelly put his hand to his head. Could have been a little bit hurt there, but he's okay, I think. Ball comes out by hand through Clarence here. And Keegan Wiley. He turns and goes. He's got Norton. He gnaws. Goes up the centre. Green. Can't take it at his knees. There's that boy Stingle again. He scrubs it forward. It's all Clarence, there's 3. Here comes Brandon Leary. He's going to stalk him down. There's a terrible bounce for Clarence. Leary does his best. Jackie Rustin comes in. Here's the North Launceston pressure. We saw it the other week against Launceston. We've seen it again today. That could be a free kick. Umpire says no. Leary comes out off the ground. It's still in. Pearce out of bounds. Just inside the 50 for North Launceston. But there's the pressure. It was Clarence. They were 3-on-1. They didn't get a great bounce, but Leary ran about 40 metres to get to that contest, to the youngster Brandon Leary.
Yep, put the pressure on, cause the...
And made it a scrap. It's a good
exactly.
old-fashioned scrap, wasn't it? Bounty throw in. 26 minutes gone. Wouldn't imagine there'd be too much time left here. Foon takes it. Little handball to Whitney. Ryan Whitney. Just off to the left, one behind. Macca.
Final score at the SCG, Sydney 92, St Kilda 83. So the Swans by, 9 points.
Mark taken by Griffiths.
Lance Franklin kicked 2.
Cox Kudja trying to chase after the ball there on one leg. Clarence defence should clear it as the rain comes back in again. Mark taken there by Penwright.
And the reason I say that, he needs to average 3+ for the 1,000 goals this year.
Karen Howlett kicked a goal in the quarter, wheels around, runs his full measure inside 50. At the back there is Josh Green. Ball evades him, spills out of bounds. And now the rain is coming straight down as opposed to sideways. And the radar is suggesting some of that thunder that could be talked about might not be far away. You hear it in the effects, Mike. Can Clarence fashion a late goal? 27 minutes in. They trail by 34 points. In there is Howlett again. But Stingle releases Foon. He dashes out of defence. Ball falls short. Good work, Leary. He just works hard. He's a goal kicker, but he's also a hard worker near the ball. He's indecisive, though. Tries to get round. He's caught with it. Does release a handball, not penalised. Nankervis throws it on the boot. Sanders does well against Norton and takes the mark and just says, look, I'll settle this down.
Because when you're a 15, 16-year-old, you tell the team how to play, don't you? Like,
that's the confidence of the young man. We love it.
It's just the footy brain he has, mate.
Now he kicks along the ground on that occasion.
Brain and execution, 2 different things, Max.
Harper gets the turnover, but he kicks it straight now to Fletcher Bennett, who's out on his feet. Stingle gets round. I don't influence your votes, Maxie, but he's had a lot of it. Torpedo now here from Corey Nankervis.
You do, really.
I do. Big spoil there from Jason Bailey. Dark clouds to the north. Brooding atmosphere. Lights taking full effect. 28.5 minutes gone. 34 points the margin.
Of what atmosphere?
Brooding.
Brooding.
Yep.
Don't chickens brood?
Yeah, I don't know. I might have made that up, but that's all right. Boundary throw in. There goes Pearce. Gets it to Foon. Foon barrels it to half forward. Which way will it bounce? Webberley. Coach in defence just hacks it out. Players playing for the siren now. Foon gets tackled, holding the ball. Chance for a late attack here from the Roos. Kieran Howlett.
Oh, dear, sorry.
He's had a good last quarter. Howlett towards Green. Spills out the back. Chance. Little kick towards goal. A goal to Zach Buchner. Late in the game. Threw it on the boot from about 30 out. And a nice goal there to Zach Buchner. 6-9-45. That's 4 goals in the last quarter.
Yeah, 4 goals to 1.
You could see that goal brooding. It was building up, wasn't it?
Building,
Boom, boom.
brooding, breeding. What it was.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
You did call for 4 goals in the last quarter, I think, Maxie, and they've got it.
Yep.
They've got it.
Yeah, good confidence.
They've had 13 inside 50s to 11, so they've won that stat.
Yeah, and Buchner is one that we saw play forward a few years back.
Yep.
And he can kick goals, good body size, good speed. So, look, obviously the conditions have contributed to the game. North Launceston with those first 4 goals.
They were crucial, weren't they?
Mate, when we said it, didn't we? We said, it's going to be really difficult once you get the score on the board with the breeze.
The only concerns are injury toll for next week, isn't it?
3 injuries that we know of at the moment.
Mark taken by Leary at half forward. 30 minutes gone. Kick inside 50. Clarence player tackle. Bailey holding the ball.
Has to be.
And a good tackle from Andy Potter, who had a really good first half. Kicked
50.
a couple of goals.
Yeah.
And,
as
yep,
well.
He'll kick 3 now.
the ball kicked away from the contest after it was quite obvious that it was a free kick going on North Launceston's way. So Andy Potter, in game number 2 in TSL footy, debuted last week at North Hobart. Keegan Wiley just jogging back to take the mark position. There'll be the icing on the cake here for North Launceston. Andy Potter strolls in, kicks his third, and North Launceston are home well and truly here at UTAS Stadium, 11-13-79 to 6-9-45. Now, a real great reward there for Andy Potter, Macca.
Well, as I said at the start of the game, he's a player I haven't seen before, but he's been lively, hasn't he? We haven't seen him do some ruck work. He's got good leaps. And as you said, I think he looks probably a little bit, as you said, Max, a little bit taller than maybe what he looks here as a youngster. But another one, they just keep producing them, don't they, the North Launceston factory?
Did really well. 3 goals, second game, confidence, growing by the minute for the young fella. Not quite sure of his background, unsure of where he's come from and where they've recruited him. But
I'll find out for you.
One of the pre-shore boys is off with his left shoulder iced, so I might get Tony to check if that's Oliver or Jack, number 24 or 26, as Jackson gets the hit out there from Angustine. It's up towards half forward. Pearce, who's been good again today. Buchner fumbles slightly. Norton lays a tackle. Buchner handball back here towards Jackson. Long last quarter, nearly 32 minutes gone. Up here towards Josh Green, who's dangerous in these positions. North defence, hold firm through Stingle. Out towards Bennett. Clean bowl by the bounce. Picking it up. There's Paprotny, kicks it inside 50 as the siren sounds here at UTAS Stadium. And the final score, round 10 action of the